Well, like I've said, I've been using this probably close to a year now, and I saw incredible results. So I guinea pigged some of my clientele and to see what would happen with them, who actually took it at much higher rates than I did, and because that's the way my patients are. You take a little bit. And Dr. Lucky believes a little bit, I must take double that amount. So, because a little bit goes a little ways, but a lot will go a whole longer ways. And so I started one gentleman on it, and he had real thinning hair, and he was taking it like 6 to 8, 9 pills a day. And of course now his hair is so thick, absolutely thick. It's tremendous actually, and it's turned about 2 shades of color as well. So he was one case. Well, he shared it with his mother, and his mother's 91 years of age, and his mother's been bald for 20 years up here on the top, and so she began taking it about the same way. And literally in a couple months, she had regrew all her hair back, and she's having to go to the hairdresser to do her cutting of her hair, and she's so excited about that. I've seen people that's had, like I've said before, a lady that had pulmonary fibrosis is a condition. This is a very bad condition and couldn't breathe at all. And we do a lot of things here in the clinic here. And this is 9 years ago. She was told she was going to die, and so I'm 9 years behind the 8 ball, and so that means 8 ball in Mississippi is a bad situation when she comes to me. And so I actually started working with her, doing all that we do around here, and she started showing some improvement. And we're giving her 100% oxygen. We're using EWAT. We're using hydrogen therapy. We're doing everything, inhalation, hydrogen therapy, supplementation, and she's coming along. But when I actually did the EWAT, that usually she could only retain oxygen for about 5 minutes at the most. That was about it. And literally her oxygen would go to 100% when you're giving them 100%. And EWAT is exercise with oxygen, exercise with oxygen therapy. So you're giving a 100% oxygen face mask to them, and you exercise them on a treadmill or some kind of device that increases their heart rate. And so she did okay, but she was stuck at that plateau, and she would drop all the way down to 85, 88% sat. We got the age period, and we started her on that, and we started it prior to using EWAT, and it wasn't 2 or 3 weeks later, her oxygen went to 96%. It stayed 96% until the next day. And that was a phenomenal change that you cannot explain by anything, actually, other than a miracle from God. So that was really encouraging to me. I've seen a lot of different things with people with sugar issues and help stabilizing blood sugar with it. We've had people, especially with exercise, it increases endurance in exercise. It changes your skin. I mean, that's what the hair is, you know. This is your skin. It changes the internal part of your body, the internal skin, which is your intestinal tract as well. We have people that have problems with that. And a lot of my patients are out of town. I don't have a whole lot of patients from here, actually. They come from all over the United States and all over the country, all over the world. And so it's hard, actually, to get them here. And I don't know if anybody in here is on. Are you? Anybody's on?
I've had it.
You've been on?
I've been on.
Okay. Have you had any experience with it? Of course, you're all this healthy fanatic anyway, so you're like me. So that's really, I'm just trying to think of, I had one guy that worked in a pipeline up in Ohio, and he was exhausted all the time from work, and had a lot of pain doing pipeline work, and he got on it. He grew back his hair, and his energy level went up through the roof, and he didn't have pain anymore with that, and he was quite impressed, and these people are still taking it today, and so, I don't know, my wife's not here, so she's half of my brain missing right now. I think that's about it.
Does it help things like breathing and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll explain a little bit more about the.
Well, see, that's one of the issues. Pulmonary fibrosis is where your lungs are just covered with they call them honeycomb lesions, and I mean it looks like you're fixing to die when you have an X-ray because it's just loaded with scar tissue. It's just ineffective lungs that you're not supposed to work ever again. Actually, it's an incurable condition. So you're not supposed to get any improvement with that kind of condition. Even with the high-dose steroids, it may be sort of slow it down. They've got some antibody-type related drugs that they use today that they seem some limited benefit, but very expensive and very toxic as well. Sometimes you die of the drug, actually. It's really no reason for it. So that's my benchmark for that woman to improve with this, and she had the worst breathing you could ever have. And I know, this age pill, but it was also the EWAT, and it was a combination of two. Everything works together. It's the hydrogen actually is connected to that too, which, of course, I use the hydrogen as well. So anyway, that's